Good morning. If I look like I'm still asleep, it's because I absolutely am. It is 7:42 in the morning. We were very tired last night. Embarkation day is always so hard. There's so much going on, so many things you have to keep track of, and then there's the huge letdown of adrenaline coming from, you know, like the travel day and then getting on the ship, and then finally you're here and your vacation gets to start. So I think we had that huge crash last night. We placed a tag on our door last night for room service delivery for this morning. Mom and Emma and I are up and in our gym clothes, and we're sitting outside the gym. It is 7:43 and the gym is packed. We got up here about 7:30 and we can't use any of the treadmills because they're all being used. So we're trying to decide if we're gonna walk out on deck 4 or not. It is extremely humid outside, so I would walk around the outside deck, except it's so uncomfortably humid out. And also the iMessage on my phone is not working for some reason. It signed me out last night. I texted Anthony at home something about the dogs. I closed my phone, you know, you lock the screen, and then I climbed up into the top bunk and I went to sleep. Then I woke up this morning and iMessage has signed me out and I can't send or receive iMessages at all. And of course we are on the DVC intranet, so we can't actually use the internet because we didn't buy a package because it's really expensive. So I don't even know if I'll be able to text anymore. So that's kind of frustrating, but that's our update. 7:45 in the morning. Feels like a lot of people are awake. I don't know if it's because everybody's excited about, you know, our first day at Lookout Cay, or if this is just everybody's natural rhythm because it's, you know, the first day of vacation. I don't know, but it just feels like the ship is way more alive on this cruise than I've seen it at 7:30 in the morning on other sailings. Wouldn't you say, Mom? It feels like there's a lot more people awake now on this cruise than on other cruises.
I think everybody's really excited about the day.
Mom's convinced everybody's really excited about Lookout Cay, and I'm excited too. I'm excited to see it. Everybody yesterday, oh, I wanted to talk about this. We had like 4 or 5 different cast members yesterday mention how long the walk is.
You ready? Yeah,
I don't know.
Yes.
So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We won't even be there for another 3 hours. So, yeah, we'll let you know what happens. But right now, we're kind of in limbo. We're waiting on Emma. She was putting her stuff in the locker. So we'll see what happens to our plans for the day. Well, we just came outside and we came up. And the ship is arriving already here at Lookout Cay. So this is the pier that we will anchor to or lash ourselves to, and then this is the pier that we will have to walk to get to the island. It's really bright this morning. We ended up coming to Cove Cafe. We're sitting outside the coffee shop, and Mom and I got caramel lattes, and she's working on her little diary. She likes to write a little diary for every day. And I wanted to show you something because a lot of people seem really confused about the Cove Cafe menu. So this is the menu, and it looks really restrictive. They can make you a whole lot of stuff that's not on this menu. Caramel latte is not on this menu. They can still make that. So you just ask if they have like a flavored syrup, and if you like a latte or a mocha or whatever, you just ask, and they can probably make it for you. But I think a lot of people get confused because it looks like they can only make a salted caramel coconut latte or a turmeric latte, and they can make so much more than that. So just ask if they have the syrup you want, and then they can probably make it. They also have cold brew, which isn't even on here, but you know, they can make all kinds of stuff. It is a coffee shop, so you know, just if in doubt, ask. Okay, we're back in the stateroom. We found a lady named Terry, and we were telling her all about Disney cruising because she's never been on a Disney cruise before. This is her first, and that was really fun. Mom is putting on her bathing suit. Emma's ready to go. Sarah is awake and ready to go. It's the first time you're seeing her today. I'm going to put on my bathing suit. Emma's going to tell you about her experience working out at the gym, which Mom and I didn't do, and then showering in the spa bathroom because, you know, that was a choice that she made. And I'm going to show her the gift we got last night because she was, I think, sleepwalking after dinner.
I have no memory of anything after they sang me happy birthday. I'm going to be very honest with you.
She was falling asleep at the table. We were very tired. So, Emma, I think
Emma's new
most
rash
of all.
guard.
Yeah, Emma's wearing her new rash guard today.
I didn't even show that. So this was something that she saw in the gift shop. We were sitting at Soul Cat Lounge. She came down and was like, here's the pictures of the stuff that I liked. And Mom was like, did they have it in your size? She said yes. So Mom was like, go get it, because we're always afraid something's going to sell out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I went right upstairs and I got it for her. So she's wearing it today.
Thank you, Auburn.
But I'm going to pass over the camera to Emma so she can tell you about her experience working out at the gym.
Hi, Emma Cam. Okay, so the fitness center was indeed incredibly packed this morning. I honestly just lucked out. Someone had left their treadmill when I walked in, and so I acted really quick and I snagged it. And the treadmills are really nice. All of the equipment is really nice. I had one in the second row, so not up front right against the windows, but I still had a pretty good view. So it was very pleasant. It wasn't too incredibly hot, even with all of the people there sweating and breathing and working out. I had a nice time walking and bopping along to bubblegum pop songs. There was one man who was like kind of just standing like a vulture waiting for a treadmill to open up. So that was a little stressful, but I just tried to ignore him and then move on with my life, which I did pretty successfully. I didn't feel like anyone else was really watching me or judging me or bothering me. A couple people might be like cast members because I think they're allowed to use the fitness center too. And it's a good time of day for them to use it and then get on with the rest of their day and their duties. The locker room was very nice. It was cool and it was very comfortable. The shower had lots of room. There was good like water pressure, and of course they have like the built-in amenities that they do in all of the onboard in-state room bathrooms, which was also very nice. The only thing was they like only separate the shower from the rest of the locker room by a curtain, which may not feel the most secure for some people. I dealt with it this morning because there was hardly anybody else in the locker room, but for some people that might be a bit of a deal breaker. But yeah, I really enjoyed utilizing the locker room and the fitness center today. I had a good time. I'm all warmed up and ready to go down to Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
It's 10:05, 10:06 in the morning, and it looks like they're going to start letting some folks off, and it looks like they're going to let these people that need a little bit of extra assistance walking the pier, it looks like they're going to let them ride on these little golf carts. But we're standing here on deck 4, and we have the forward gangplank, and then there looks like is a gangplank aft. So there's only 2, and then we'll have to walk the half a mile to the island. I'm excited, and I kind of want to watch all the people sprint to the island.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to hang out here till it looks like it's clearing up a little bit, and then we'll make our way to the island. 10:10, and the first golf cart of guests is going toward the island.
Did you see all the wagons?
Yeah. Okay, so I see one stroller and
A fleet.
yeah, a fleet of wagons, and I don't think you have to rent these. I think you can just pick one up and take it.
First come, first serve.
Right, first come, first serve, for use on the island, not on the ship.
So I think they will take them all over there. Or at least I've seen photos of them all over there for you to grab.
Yeah, I wonder if you can pick one up here or on the island. And
like have it divided.
Yeah, and maybe this isn't all of them. We'll see when we get over there,
But it makes me think of like, we had a little Tykes wagon growing up,
yeah.
and it just makes me think of those.
Yeah, it does. That is exactly what they look like.
Here they go, the first stop. You can see lots of the gifts we got.
Yeah, a lot of people carrying that stuff. It looks like that's the first ones there. There's the first ones there.
Announcement time.
Well, you probably can't see it very well, but the very first groups of people have just finally made it. I would say it's been probably 10 minutes, 10, 15. So we'll have to time it, I guess. I think I want to time it for my own curiosity anyway when we get going. But lots of people getting photos with the ship and just getting off in general. And I saw some people stopping roughly in this area and taking pictures of the ship in the background. And it's like, that would be a good place to get one if you wanted to get the full ship. Also, Auburn and Emma are back, but Sarah, mom, ran off to the room to get, I don't know what.
What did she get?
I don't know. Oh, an umbrella.
And maybe the binoculars, I'm not sure.
But Auburn was successful in finding maps.
They put one in our room last night, but then I wanted to get a couple more because the one in our room I want to take home and keep it nice. But these two I got from guest services, I just asked. I always thought they would, like, I guess I thought they would have a stack of them either like on the Port Adventures desk or at guest services, but I had to ask. And he had to go like behind, like into the room behind the desk to get them. But I asked for two and he was like, yeah, sure, here you go. So now we have a couple of maps of the island.
To keep with us on the island.
Yeah, because we've never been here before. We don't know what we're doing or where we're going.
There's a lot of points on here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here.
But it hasn't been a huge rush, but it has been a consistent crowd, I will say.
Well, it's about that time. We're ready to go. It's 10:38. So we're gonna start heading to the island. We're gonna take an elevator down. We're currently on 4. We're going to, is it 2? 1. 1. Deck 1. There we go. We are off the ship. And it is time to start walking. Before we do that, we're gonna start the timer on our watches just to see how far and how long. What I have. 1250?
Yeah, I just stopped it.
And I've got 1257. Hotel?
Yes, we're going.
Thank you. This way, so it's a little bit. It's a pretty shot of the ship. Alright, so we made it to the Mabrico Welcome Center. This is basically the security we'll walk through to get back on the ship. And over here there is a turbo booth, turbot booth. That's a charter boat check-in. And over here it looks like we got, I would guess, beverages.
Yeah.
They have some wagons you can pick up.
Oh, and the Discovery Trail Point.
And you can scan these QR codes for the Discovery Trail. And the Mabrica Cove Cabana check-in is this way. I have to say, the water here is so blue. It is so beautiful. It's kind of windy on the pier, but what's the check-in?
We're sorry, but we're having trouble loading the screen. Please see a cast member for assistance.
Cool.
It's probably supposed to be an info thing about the coral reefs, because
Probably.
the Discovery Trail is all about the nature
Nature
preservation of Eleuthera.
Well, Mom and Emma walked on without us, so we're gonna go and wait and get on the tram. It appears we have made it to the central part of Lookout Cay. We just got off the tram and we're able to grab towels right here, and all of the shops are right here. We know there's food because we've seen that. Yeah, there's guest services, so.
And then over that way, if you're going into the island, is the buses and
Yeah,
vehicles.
I'm guessing those are like the meetup points for the different port adventures.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wait here for Mom and Emma to get here on the next set of trams. And then we'll go find a place on the beach to put our stuff and hang out for the day. Here's a better look at it without my face in it. So that's the tram that Sarah and I just got off of. There's a tram here and there's a tram here. It looks like they run two at a time. And so when the next couple of trams come in, these two will go back to the Mabrika stop. Towel pickup is right here. There's the Rocky Point Bicycle Rentals Pavilion just behind it. This back here is Disney Tings, guest services. The other tram stop, and then behind this tram stop, it looks like buses that will probably take you into the island, and more towels just here. So we just want to give you a little bit of an orientation to where we are because we've never been here before. So we'll learn this together. So we are just guessing at the direction that we're gonna go. We need to go. I know the rush out gush out is that way, but we're gonna go this way because it looks like this goes right down to the ocean. So we're gonna try this. It's a nice boardwalk. No sand here. Sand down there. So they were telling us that you don't really have to touch the sand until you get to the beach. And so far they're right. I mean, no sand here. So we walked this boardwalk back here behind Sarah, and we came down over here. And we decided to camp out right here just behind I think this is Drum Bay Cultural Center.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
All of the chairs are close to the beach. The water are already full.
Yeah, so there are some umbrellas and chairs down by the water, but Sarah says they're all full, so I can believe it because it's already 11:30. I've already been down and in the water, and I came back just to tell you, the water is nice and kind of cool today. I won't call it cold, but it was a nice cool down from like the hike that we took to get here. It has been warm. I do think that it's gonna storm because there are storm clouds just that way, but it's really nice. Water's not too crowded. I'm noticing that they don't have any lifeguard stands in the water. They do have a lifeguard on a jet ski, which I think is interesting, but I think Sarah and Mom and Emma are down in the water, so I'm gonna put the camera away and go join them, at least until it rains. Also, I'm seeing something that I haven't seen anybody else talk about. They do have bar service on the island, just like they do at Castaway. So they have, bartenders walking around, taking your drink order and bringing you drinks. So that's nice. I haven't seen anybody talking about it, but I wanted to mention that because we will probably take advantage of that in a bit when we're out of the water. Sarah and I are heading to True Barbecue. I've already eaten. I split a chicken sandwich with Mom, and Emma had the cheeseburger, but Sarah hasn't eaten yet, so I thought I'd bring the camera and get some footage of what, you know, what they have here, because I think the food is slightly different. We have had drinks. Sarah had a screwdriver, and so did I. Mine's not done yet. Mine is in my cup on the beach, but
I finished mine pretty quick, so I was like, I'll just bring the cup with me and be nice.
not a bad idea. And I thought I'd bring this back because we did eat on the beach. So a nice cast member named Oscar took our tray, and we're gonna go over here and check out the food. Now I will say, when I came up here to get my chicken sandwich earlier, they have you wipe your hands out with a wipe, and then there are two sides to the building. So you can see beach barbecue burgers, barbecue ribs, and rotisserie chicken. And then they have like other stuff on the other side. So there's two sides to this pavilion. And then there's two drink pavilions. And each drink pavilion there's two soda fountains. And it looks like soft serve, but it looks like the soft serve over here is not set up. So it looks like they've got it over here. Okay, food is acquired. I have some cookies and I got another cheeseburger. I wasn't gonna get one, but Mom and I split the chicken sandwich, so I figure, you know,
Still kind of hungry.
worst thing that can happen is we don't eat the whole thing, but it's fine. Sarah got a nice assortment of stuff. Is that fried okra?
Yes.
There wasn't a tag for it, but it
No,
looks
I asked
really
her,
great.
and so I was like, heck yes.
Have you tried it?
No, not yet. And then it's a shrimp and calamari jambalaya rice. The mac and cheese. I grabbed a rib. French fries. I like pickles.
All right, ready? So it's just now, what, 1 o'clock? 1:05. We've been here an hour, and we've decided, well, I've decided, Emma's decided, Mom has decided, Sarah's still deciding, but 3 of the 4 of us have had enough. It's very humid. It's really uncomfortably hot. We have eaten.
And it's a ways to the beach.
Okay, so Mom timed it from the time we walked off the ship until the time we put our stuff down here on the chairs right here. It was 1 hour and 3 minutes from the ship to the shore.
And we're gonna compare it to tomorrow.
Yeah, we're gonna time it again tomorrow, and we'll see how long it takes us. We're gonna time it walking back, but we are going to do just a little bit of merchandise shopping on our way. We're just curious how long it takes, because I'm used to Castaway, and maybe it does take 1 hour on Castaway to get from the ship to the shore. I don't think so.
I feel like
I've never timed it though.
I feel like a decent chunk of it though was us waiting for the trams because that one was sitting there.
Yeah, I will say you do have to take the tram to the beach. There is no walking. There's a sign that says no pedestrians past this point. So maybe eventually they'll open it up to pedestrians, but right now they have, I think it's 6 or 8 trams, and they run 2 at a time. But it just feels like the tram process takes a while, and Sarah and I got on one tram. We were very lucky, and Mom and Emma had to wait for the next one. So it's just a very different experience. The water here is beautiful.
I might just stick my feet in it. Here.
Yeah, it's very clear. I thought it was cool and not like boiling hot. I was afraid it was gonna be too hot, so it was gonna be uncomfortable, but I didn't find that when I got to the beach. But
Ice is already melted.
yeah, Sarah got a Coke when we went up and got food, and the ice in her Coke is completely melted. So it's very warm. And we're just thinking, you know, we'd rather be on the ship and get in the pool and, you know, take a shower, because we're all sweaty and sandy and
Sit in some AC.
salty. Yeah, and there's AC on the ship, so I think we're gonna hit the gift shops and then we're gonna head back to the ship. We are here in a couple of days. We're back here, so, you know, maybe we'll come back.
When I'm feeling refreshed,
Yeah,
I might check out Serenity Bay.
this is our second day of vacation. We're all tired because we all work, and so we're all thinking,
We worked till the day we left.
yeah, we worked until
The moment we left.
2 days ago. I literally stopped working, turned off my computer, packed my suitcase, like zipped it shut, got in the car and drove 3 hours to Fort Lauderdale. So I mean, Sarah had a 12-hour travel day, 13-hour, 15-hour travel day.
She's got it.
So she's got to be
I didn't
exhausted.
get to your place until 5 a.m. We'll put it that way. And I worked that day that I flew out.
Yeah, so Sarah worked a half day and then flew for 13, 15 hours when it should have been like a 3-hour flight.
She's not tired. She's not crazy enough.
So I think we're done for today on Lighthouse Cay. Not that it's a bad place. What they've done is beautiful. It's just a ways from the ship, and it's, you know, not the most relaxing experience that I've had on a Disney cruise on the beach. So I think we might start heading back. Everybody's putting their clothes and their shoes on, so I'm gonna join them. Alright, we're gonna check out Disney Tings before we go. Mom has a Rash Guard Spirit jersey already that we have eyed before.
This is nice.
$65. Yeah. They have merch all the way on the inside and all the way around the store on the outside. We're gonna go ahead and do a merch video with prices, so I'm not gonna bore you with that right now. So be on the lookout for that, but they've got all kinds of stuff. And I think we've got a few things that we are gonna buy today. We just checked out at Disney Tings.
And the teens there are, you don't get a discount for pass holder, DVC,
Disney Visa.
no discount, but you do get to pay an extra 10% because of the island tax.
So you don't get a discount, you pay full price, and you get to pay 10% more.
Sweet.
I feel so special. I figure I might as well do a little bit more island orientation. So the tram stops are over there. Disney Tings right here. There's the beautiful Junkanoo themed Mickey ears, which is a great photo op. Treasures of Eleuthera here. And then this Pringle-shaped roof is on the building of the Goombay Cultural Center. And our beach chairs were just on the other side of that. There's one more small gift shop here right before we go through security to head back to the ship. But we're gonna head this way. Well, we are sitting here at Signals, and it is, what time is it? I took my watch off.
3 freckles past the hair.
3:58. And we've been here for, what time did we get on the ship? 2 o'clock? I think we got on the ship about 2, back on the ship about 2. And we've been here at Signals since then. And we got in the pool water's hot. We've been sitting here at Signals since about 3, because I think they opened at 3. So we've been sitting here about an hour. Emma's back in the room taking a shower, and Mom and I are just kind of hanging out. She got her beer in her plastic beer mug. So we're gonna hang on to that plastic beer mug, and I think we're gonna take it home. Because we had the glass one, we want the plastic one at home, because the plastic one is so much lighter than the glass one. It's really big and heavy. Kind of difficult to drink out of. Yeah, I got a sunburn today on my hand. I don't know if you can see that. And then over here, that's gonna look great in pictures. We have Palo for dinner tonight, and there's a show in the theater we want to watch, and that's at 6. So we're gonna all get kind of cleaned up.
Dinner's not until later though, right?
Right, like 8 or 8:30.
So we all got a snack.
Yeah. Well, I ate on the island. I haven't eaten anything on board. Mom had a couple of wrap sandwiches from Daisy's Delights, and Sarah had some food. But I just wanted to update you. We've been having some time on board
To relax.
I think with everybody else. I don't know how many people are on the ship, or on the island, but it feels like the ship is full.
Yeah.
So
And they're not supposed to be on until like 5 or after, I think.
I think all aboard is like 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, that's our update for now. It's kind of loud out here, so we'll talk to you later. We're all dressed up and pretty. I used glitter. Did you use glitter?
Yeah, there was glitter involved.
Emma used glitter. I'm happy. It's what, 5:30 something?
5:42.
So we're gonna head upstairs to deck. No, we're not. We're on deck
Downstairs.
6. We're going down to deck 4 to the Walt Disney Theater because the show tonight is Twice Charmed, and it's like a Cinderella story, and I want to watch it. So we're gonna watch the show tonight.
Yep.
We didn't watch it last night. It was a magician,
Yes.
and I was not interested. So
Yeah.
I mean, anybody else could have gone, but we didn't go. You ready, Mom?
I'm just about ready.
Should we turn the TV off?
Emma's gonna wait for us in the Soul Cat Lounge, I think, because she does not want to see the show.
Beginning later.
So anyway, I'm wearing one of my new dresses. If you've been watching my vlogs, then you know. But I just got this new dress, and it has pockets.
Ooh, for pockets.
I don't know who she thinks she is wearing heels, but she's also doing that. So
Look at my fancy shoes.
Mom's wearing sneakers. So what's Sarah wearing on her feet?
Flats.
Flats.
Nice shoes.
They're both way more sensible than Auburn is, but that's okay.
I don't really wear heels.
I don't either. I've never worn these before. That's a lie. I have worn these before.
I was gonna say, I don't know that I'd want to break in new shoes on a cruise ship.
It's the other ones that I have never worn before. But whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go to the show. Oh, also, you like how we hung up our I almost said horns.
Our ears.
These are ears, and we used our magnet hooks, and they fit just perfectly on there. So, to the show we go. We are all dressed up. We're headed to the show, but we went by the DVC desk to get our free gift for the day, because they do that on every cruise, and it's not a big gift, but today was like towel clips for the back of your chair.
Here.
Yeah, there.
And it like hooks
So
up.
it holds your towel onto the back of the chair. It's kind of nice. I like that it's not the like claw clip thing,
Yeah.
because this would take up less space because they do nest within each other, don't they? But they kind of like clip together. Anyway, we are leaving Lighthouse Point. This is it, right over there. We'll see you in a couple of days. It is hazy. It's very strange. It's kind of weird. And just over this way, it looks like an island and another ship over there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It doesn't want to focus, so no. But anyway, we're gonna go in, we're gonna watch Twice Charmed, and we'll talk to you after the show because we can't vlog inside the theater. We're in the Soul Cat Lounge. We just came here because Emma's been here, but we just came here from the show, and I wanted to talk about the show with you because Mom didn't remember it.
I thought I did, but I think I must have slept through it the last time.
I really like it. It's like a Cinderella retelling. You couldn't see it?
Like the last time, I saw it this time.
Okay. I thought it was really sweet, really cute.
It was cute.
Fun fact, the Prince Charming in our show tonight was our muster drill team leader, which was kind of cool.
Station.
Yeah, Station H. It was really neat to get to see him in a different capacity because at the muster drill he was reciting alongside the announcement. He was reciting word for word the announcement at the muster drill.
Yeah, he
Sarah
did
goes,
act like
I thought he
was
looked
very
familiar.
happy.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was really cool. It was a really great show. It was an hour from 6 to 7. So now we're here. It's 7:26. We've been here a little while. We've been talking about what we're going to do for dinner. We're going to Palo for dinner. Our reservation's not until 8:30. So Emma's been sitting here in Soul Cat for, well, since what, 6? 5:36?
Yeah, about that.
So she's been enjoying the live music that they have around the ship. And she had some thoughts she wanted to share, so I'm going to let her talk.
Yeah. Emma Kim. So I noticed this yesterday, but as you guys have probably seen, I was zonked out at like, I think maybe 8 o'clock. So I had no coherent thoughts to share last night. However, it remains true today. The live music that I've heard everywhere on board this cruise has been fabulous. It's pretty and it's just, you know, like nice. It's not obtrusive, it's not too loud, it's not like, sometimes their like musical choices can be a bit obscure. They are Disney classics, which can, you know, it can go both ways for some people depending on what you like and what you don't like. But I think that their choices that they've made all around the ship have been absolutely wonderful, and I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I'm just very happy with the musicians that they've picked for each and every place that I've heard thus far. And I just thought that was worth mentioning.
So we are just about ready to go up to Palo for dinner because it's 8:15, but we just met a cast member, a Disney Vacation Club guide named Maya, and she liked us so much she gave us a gift. Each one of us got this magical moment, pay it forward, first wave. So the first wave is like Disney Vacation Club, we're among the first guests, blah blah blah, that get to go to visit the island, whatever. So on the back of this card is this, it's a beverage coupon. Present this card at the following locations for one complimentary beverage. Soul Cat Lounge, Cove Cafe, Fathoms Keys, D Lounge, O'Gill's Pub, Signals, Rapunzel's Royal Table, Animator's Palette, or Lumiere's. So we can take this
dinner.
We can't take this to dinner at Palo, but we could take this to dinner tomorrow night
Anywhere.
at Lumiere's.
And I like that it also works at Cove Cafe and not just alcohol.
Right, yeah. So
Some people like teetotal.
So we got 4 of these. That's so nice. I've never seen this before. That was so cool. We stopped at the, what is it called? Diamonds and Wishes.
Yeah.
We got our charm of the day, and it's a bird. Mom goes, "Is that an eagle?" And I said, "I think it's a seagull." But here we are at Palo. We have been seated at our table. We have like this half group situation. So Emma and I are in a booth. Oh, sorry. Mom and Sarah have like a table with chair. They're sitting at the table with chairs.
I'm sitting on a table.
They're sitting on a table. We're all sitting at the same table, but Emma and I are in the booth. I'll get better at this, I promise.
Okay,
Maybe. I'm gonna try.
I have to tell them that I stole Sarah's cup because they're tinged with a little bit of color at the bottom, and mine was blue and hers was pink, so I took the pink one.
She was like, Sarah tricked me.
Mine and Mom's match, so we're both green. Mom's moving the lamp so she can see. And we have our menu here. So here at Palo they have 2 different ways you can have dinner. And the first is a prefix menu, prezzo fisso, which is $50. You pick one of these 2, one of these 2, one of these 4, and then one of these 2. You can add a wine experience or a 0 proof pairing. We are going to be dining a la carte tonight, so we can order anything we want from anywhere. And then these are the associated prices with those items over here. So I think that's what the plan is. This here is the drink menu. We have sparkling wines up here with prices for glass and bottle. And then we have some cocktails here. The price for these is $13.50. He was telling us about the Balsamic Grande, or whatever. It's Grey Goose, 5 years old balsamic vinegar and fresh muddled strawberries. He said it's supposed to taste like a chocolate-covered strawberry. And I think this limon basilico sounds really good. Absolute citron bottega limoncino, fresh muddled basil, and lemons.
I'm gonna get it.
Mom's gonna go for it. Yeah, Sarah's gonna get the limon basilico. Mom's gonna get the Palo martini with absolute pears, the limoncino, Alexander Grappa, and fresh lemon juice. Okay, drinks are here, and they all look the same, but they all taste different because we have tried them all. Yeah. This is the lemon basilico,
Yes.
right? Palo martini, lemon drop martini. Yep. Nice.
All very good.
Amuse-bouche is here, and it's like a mushroom soup with a little potato gnocchi that is deep fried with some cheese. And we get the teeny tiny spoon.
Microgreens.
So we're gonna get some bread, and he gave us olive oil, and then he poured the balsamic in the shape of a little Mickey. So Mom has a Mickey and Emma has a Mickey, and I have a abstract art because my Mickey ate one of his ears. He was really hungry. Bread is here, and I have to say that's hot. It smells really good, and it's so pretty. And immediately after the bread was delivered, we got first course. Over here we have the arancini, which is like a deep fried rice ball, and then we have 2 of these, and this is the calamari, and it is beautiful and with a gigantic shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look how soft it is inside. It's like cottage cheese. I started eating before I vlogged anything, but this is the heirloom tomato and burrata mozzarella caprese salad. And I really like this one, but Mom and I are going to split it, so she's going to give me half of her calamari over there, and I'm going to give her half of this. This is the agnolotti. It's like a ravioli filled with butternut squash, and almond cookies on top with some ricotta cheese. So Mom and I are going to split this. Probably going to split this maybe among the table because there's 4 of them. My steak came and Emma's steak came, and I'm not sure, these are sauces for our steaks?
Yes.
Yum. And he's bringing a cart over with Mom's fish because he's going to fillet her fish tableside.
Now for the boning of it over, so very productive.
Poor Nemo. Facial pen not closed.
And just like they used to do it in the 90s, debone table side over salt, little nut brown pepper sauce.
Oh yeah.
Lovely. Thank you.
So Emma and I are digging into our steaks because we were told go ahead and eat without us because their food came a little bit later. But she got the pappardelle pasta with lobster, right?
Yes, it's lobster, salmon caviar, but then it's like a lobster sauce as well.
And of course, we got to see Mom's fish, Mom's Dover sole filleted tableside, which is nice. And then he brought Emma and I some sauces. I think these two, are they the same?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
like the au jus sort of thing.
This is really good, but then this is a gorgonzola, and this one is like a tomato sauce for the steaks.
He is so aware.
So we have already ordered our desserts, and he brought me a dessert menu. Oh, and I have a spoon.
No, you don't get to eat dessert. You just get to look at
I
it.
just get to look at the menu. So we're gonna get a panna cotta, a tiramisu, and 2 of the limoncello tarts because I've had this before, and I hope it's as good as I remember.
Same.
The desserts just got here. We have 2 of the limoncello tart. The other one is all the way across the table. This here is, that's the tiramisu,
Yes.
and this here is the panna cotta, and that's
Does not
beautiful.
look like tiramisu. does
And
it?
that's strawberry
Yeah,
strawberry.
no, that doesn't look like tiramisu, but it's pretty. Lovely. Alright, we're finishing up our desserts. The limoncello tart is so good. It is as good as I remember, if not better. And then he brought us a little after dinner drink, which I think is Prosecco, limoncello, and apple brandy.
Salud.
Thanks. I'm really tired. Sarah and I are walking back to the room on deck 5 because we came down from 10. We're walking all the way forward. So I thought, you know, let's just go to 5. She wanted to walk past the kids' clubs anyway. So
Yeah. Stuck my head in the nursery. There was an employee in there, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just looking."
yeah.
A cast member.
So we're gonna head back to the room and put on pajamas because it's bedtime. We are in the room and we're in pajamas. We being Auburn, Emma, Sarah, and Sarah. Our tummies are full. We feel great. We want to talk. Let's talk a little bit about dinner.
Okay.
Mom was saying that this was probably the best food experience we've ever had at Palo dinner. And I would agree. It was really good. Are you done breaking the bed?
What are you messing with up there?
She's in the top bunk tonight. We decided to switch. Last night, Sarah and I slept in the bunk beds. Tonight, we're switching. Sarah and I are sleeping here. And Mom is sleeping in the top bunk. And Emma's sleeping down there.
We'll see if that lasts.
No, it's not going to last. Because Mom has already thrown her socks. And she's tried to throw some literature. And now she's trying to break the bed. I think she's trying to be put in timeout. Palo dinner was great. The food was excellent. I didn't have a bite of anything bad. Palo dinner's not generally my favorite Palo meal. We couldn't get into brunch, but the food was great, which just makes me think we're really missing out on Palo brunch. But that's okay. Service was a little slow, but we were there at the very end of the night. It is currently 11:08 p.m. and our dinner reservation time was 8:30. It was a little slow to get water, but then everything seemed to come at a really good pace. And, you know, we had a really good time. We had a lot of laughs at dinner. It was a lot of fun.
I think our waiter was a very good sport about it all.
Yeah, he was. Our waiter, what was his name? Joao. And he said it, Joao.
From Portugal.
From Portugal. He said it's a very common name in Portugal. But he said it in a really deep voice. But that was really fun. I'm glad we did it. As Platinum cruisers, we get a $50 credit toward a meal at Palo for everybody in the stateroom. Sarah is not Platinum, but we still got a $50 credit for her.
I was going to ask you about
that. We did. So we did not order off the prefix menu. We ordered a la carte. So instead of it being like a free dinner, we got $50 credit per person. So we got a $200 credit off the check. Now we still had to pay more because of what we got. But it was nice to know that that's how it works. Because honestly, before we went into this, I had no idea. I wanted to talk about the island today because we didn't really do a review. And I want to do like an island review. Maybe we'll do like a cruise review the day we get off the ship when we get home.
Yeah.
But I want to just do like some preliminary thoughts. And my biggest tip for Lighthouse Point, Lookout Cay, wear sunscreen. Put it on before you leave the ship. There is no shade walking from the island or walking from the ship to the island or back. And I will say I got some sun on my hand and my arm. You can see it there. You can see it here. And then I also have Sarah got some sun and she doesn't burn.
No.
And I have some sun on my legs and it's not pretty. So I put sunscreen on, but you know, definitely put it on before you leave the ship. It should be on your skin, what, 30 minutes before, Mom?
Yeah, ideally.
Ideally 30 minutes before your major sun exposure.
And take it with you.
But I mean, it was cloudy and overcast today and we still got sunburnt. So that sun is brutal. Apply sunscreen, reapply sunscreen. Don't forget it. It's important. They do have rash guards. I would prefer something with a thumb hole, and I think that would help me to cover my hands and my wrist. But yeah, we didn't leave with the greatest impression of the island. I think part of that is that it is so new and it is not done. I think part of that is that it was our very first like full day on the ship, so we were still tired. We started getting a little slap happy at dinner, and I think we're all in a much better mood now, like tonight, than we were even earlier today. Right. So I think we're finally in vacation mode, and it just took us a little time to get there. So I think we might have a better experience on the island the next time.
I feel like I will definitely be more interested in exploring next time.
Yeah, because we kind of just wanted to get to the island, sit on the beach, have a good time, and relax. And, I mean, it took us an hour to get from the ship to the island, to the beach.
To our chairs.
Yeah, from, like, leaving the ship to get to the chairs on the beach, it took an hour, and it took an hour to get back. And, of course, we did a little bit of shopping, but, you know, walking back and forth and waiting for the tram, it's not ideal. We are going to time Castaway tomorrow, because I am curious about Castaway.
Just if the perception is different since all of the walking happens on the island.
Right, because we didn't go all the way to Serenity Bay this time, and that's even farther than we went. We went to the very first beach area we came across. So
Right there next to
we got a True two.
Or is it just True 2?
I don't know. The map's up there, but we ought to time that, you know, with the comparable beach on Castaway tomorrow. And for Castaway tomorrow, we have, well, I mean, we're getting off at Castaway tomorrow, but before that, we are planning on room service coffee again in the morning, and then breakfast in the main dining room, and then we have a princess gathering that we were able to reserve. So that's where you can meet the princesses in the atrium, and I think it's generally 4 princesses. I don't think we know which ones they are, and we won't until we show up. But you can get autographs and pictures, and that's really nice. So then after that, we will get off the ship. Somebody has a massage in Serenity Bay tomorrow. So there's going to be a Sarah side quest that is just
That.
the, you know, the experience of a massage, a senses spa massage on Serenity Bay
Yeah.
at Castaway Cay. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what you think of that.
Yes.
But
I'm very
I've
excited
given
also.
her a little, one of my old vlog cameras, so she's gonna take that. And it's gonna be all her, because I'm not going.
You
But
can't tag along, unfortunately.
I'm really excited for Castaway. Castaway is my favorite place. And I was telling somebody this today on the beach at Lookout Cay. Castaway is my favorite place in the entire world. I always have a good time on Castaway. I love the beach. I love that they have a clean beach with a cove protecting, you know, kids from like the strong waves, because we didn't have that at Lighthouse Point today. The water today was beautiful, but the waves were a little bit rough. The sand was nice, but you know, it was different, and I'm not used to it yet, and I just know that Castaway has a very special place in my heart. So other than that, I don't know that we have big plans tomorrow. Do you have any big plans tomorrow, Emma? Okay. Well, then I think we're gonna leave you with that. I've talked for a while, so I'm gonna go take out my contacts and brush my teeth, and we're gonna go to sleep. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.